Coming in third in our countdown from least favorite to favorite Final Fantasy game is Final Fantasy II, which was not released in the US until 2002. Of course, you could emulate it in all of its 8-bit glory thanks to Neo Demi-Force before that. As Final Fantasy games go, the second installment in the series isn't that bad. This is the point in the series where the comparisons get incredibly difficult. The story is really solid. The battle system is great as well, if not vastly different than what we're used to. But this game just lacks a certain je ne sais quoi about it that puts it so far down on the list. I by no means hate it, in fact quite the opposite, but it's just missing something. The game truly begins when your four heroes, Firion, Maria, Leon, and Guy, escape the kingdom of Fynn. Fynn is at war with the Palamecian Empire, led by Emperor Matthias Palamecian. We don't know why they're at war, so we can just assume it's because the Emperor is an asshole. Originally released on the family computer in Japan as Final Fantasy II, it never quite reached U.S. shores because of the timing of its U.S. translation and the advent of the Super Nintendo. By this time, Square was ready to move on and release Final Fantasy IV, which was labeled Final Fantasy II in the U.S. Finally released in 2002 as a compilation of Final Fantasy Origins, was the rest of the world exposed to this fantastic story. It's not possible to win the opening battle with the Black Knights. No matter what, they will kill you. You might get one attack, but chances are you'll miss, or they'll attack you before you'll get a chance to attack them. After the battle ends, you wake up in a room in the little town of Altair with Finn's Princess Hilda and Minwu, her advisor. They saved your life after the Black Knight attack. Minwu heals your wounds, and thus begins our tale of gallantry and war. One of the things that's interesting to note about Final Fantasy II is that this is the game that marks the first appearance of Cid and the Chocobos. After you regain consciousness, you're in this room all by yourself, not knowing where your friends are. Upon leaving the room, you meet with your other two party members. But you're still missing Leon, who's Maria's brother. But you won't find him until near the end of the game. In the meantime, you do meet some rather interesting travel companions like Joseph and Gordon. When you visit the princess in her throne room, she begins to tell you about the plight of her country and the war with Palmecia. And she's happy for you that you were able to survive your injuries. But in the meantime, she denies you the opportunity to join the war. Though, in good Final Fantasy fashion, you do take on the role of saving the world. This brings us to the most interesting aspect of Final Fantasy II, if not the main downfall of it, the password system. Throughout the game, you will learn various passwords, like Wild Rose, which move the progress of the game along. These verbal clues were necessary on the 8-bit console to set certain sequences into motion. The princess informs you to speak with her advisor, Minwu. Minwu will join your party later on as a fourth member, but as for right now, you get to practice your password on him. Because of the interesting nature of the battle system, fourth characters like Minwu are vital to the development of your party members. With the fourth party member, your three main party members, Firion, Maria, and Guy, can get stronger and stronger, but the fourth party member will remain gimped, and you'll see why in just a moment. Now it's time to truly get started with the game. We're in a position now where we can go out to the world map and begin fighting. But the interesting thing that you have to note about the battle system in this game is there is no leveling and experience system. Your skills and stats are raised repeatedly by doing the same actions in battle. Okay, first battle. Here we have a group of wasps. Of course, like always, you input your attacks. You begin to fight them and... let's try that again. Much better. Of course, as normal, attacking will simply remove the enemies from the battle. But let's say if you were to attack 5 times but not input the command, your skill would go up by 5 points. The same is true for spells in your defense. Your health actually increases by getting hurt, and your magic increases by casting successfully. The magic system is similar to Final Fantasy I, where you buy your spells and equip them. In this game, however, you buy books that you can use as either a one-time item in battle or to learn as a spell. And here we have the stat system. Everyone has the same base stats, and you can grow how you see fit. That's what makes this truly a unique game, is that you can do exactly what you want with your characters. If you want them to learn swords, if you want them to learn bows, they can, and their proficiency will go up. But at the same time, the abilities of certain other items will not go up accordingly. Ultimately, this is a fantastic game. It's really, really hard to rank it this low, but it's just not quite up there with the rest of the Final Fantasy games. So it goes down like this. Gameplay, 8. Story, 8. Id Factor, 3. That gives us a total of 19. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.